Welcome to Live on another Monday for a Lunch and Learn. How to breathe and thrive in 2025. Now, this is my subject matter for today. So, what I'd love you to do is imagine that it's December 2025. You've had the best year since BC before COVID. Business is growing. You feel and look 10 years younger. Family life is a joy and full of love, and you've got a great balance between work and home. Now, to thrive in 2025, know that is what you do today, this very week, this month, that is going to make the difference to help get you there, where you want to be next year, this time. It was Mark Twain. He said, two most important days in your life is the day you're born and the day you find out why. I was very fortunate to discover my why at a very young age of only 51. And life has become empowering and exciting and really inspiring ever since then. If we have not met before, my name's Tim Wagner. And I'm an international speaker and also called a breathwork alchemist. And I'm here today to help you with the tools to thrive in 2025 so you can breeze through it like a breath of fresh air. How powerful does that make it? Now, what I'd love to do is that just for a moment is to ask you to sit in peace and calm and breathe with me, as I'm going to demonstrate to you why your breath of life is the access that you are seeking to achieve what you want next year. So all I ask you to do, sitting up, feet flat on the floor, arms by your side or on your desk, wherever you are. And this is not one you'll do while you're driving. So if you are driving, just do this when you're not. It's time you can do a breathing exercise you can do at any point to calm you. It's called resonant breathing. But as I breathe and as you breathe, I'm going to time for 1 minute. What I'd like you to do is just imagine in your mind having achieved everything that I've just spoken about, all the success and abundance and business success next year. So I'm going to count you in, and you're going to then let all your air out. You're going to breathe in slowly through your nose and out slowly through pursed lips. In through your nose and out through pursed lips. And 3, 2, 1, close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out through your mouth. Pursed lips. 2, 3, 4, 5. In through your nose. Now, as you're breathing in through your nose, you imagine that abundance flowing in and slowly out through your mouth. And when you're breathing in next, you're just breathing in slow fulfillment, peace, calm, love. And out. And in, imagine that abundance that you've achieved in 2025. And breathe in through your nose. To 2025, you have the most beautiful relationships. And out through your mouth. And in through your nose, you've got balance of life and work. And the next breath in, you're going to take a full deep breath, lifting up your arms, inflating your lungs full, and let it all out in a big sigh, rolling your shoulders. Amazing stuff. How good do you feel now? You see, it's the power of your breath that can really help you activate exactly what you need in order to be able to have a life that you want. This is a resonant breathing to calm mind, to heart, and body. But I didn't always used to know this. In fact, it came to me in the most surprising of ways after I'd quit on a 27-year career in hospitality due to stress and on the verge of burnout. And I actually cover this in my program, which is called Life Mastery for Ambitious Leaders, where I speak about the breath of life. Let's get this playing properly. Here we are. It's a 7-stage program that I speak about where we start talking about the breath and the importance of integrating good breathing habits, reclaiming of who you are now to know and establish who you will become in your journey of growth. How do you align your goals with your values, transforming your mindsets, and then harmonizing these habits to ingrain it into your life to then become an empowered, authentic self. This is an integral part of our journey. See, back in 2018, my cost of my stress was having on me was astronomical. The years of being under constant pressure had finally caught up with me, and I absolutely had no energy left. I only had one answer, one thing that I could think of to do, and that was to get out. And so I did. It was a chilly autumn night, I remember. I grabbed my bag, I walk out of the office, I walk out of the building, never to go back. The most difficult decision of my entire career, and yet actually the easiest one to make. See, back then, I didn't realize that I had a choice. I didn't think that there was anything, that there was coaches that could help me, no one to talk to, no one I could trust. In fact, I was surrounded by people at work and also at home, but I felt very lonely. Perhaps you resonate with that. If you do, put in the chats. If only I knew back then what I now know. But here's the exciting news. It doesn't need to be nearly as dramatic for you as walking out or quitting on your job or your business. In fact, I'd encourage you, please not do that. Reach out to me first, as if I knew back then what I know now, things maybe could have been a little bit different. But I went out and I went on a discovery to try and find out, who the hell am I? And I've discovered that when you're operating outside of who you are, your true values, your true purpose for existence, it doesn't matter what job you have, what business you have, you will struggle, you will have stress, and you will likely sink. It took me multiple businesses to learn this and realize. And this is why it forms such a major part of my program. But if you're not too sure about who's this Tim guy or what's he talking about, I'm going to turn to the GOAT of tennis.
Great question. I think probably the number one thing is to learn how to consciously breathe. I think it sounds weird because we all know how to breathe. Obviously, it's automatic, but I think consciously breathing, really learning how to master that skill, because that helps with better sleep, better recovery, more presence in the moment, because you don't know, we always travel from past to future, so I think breathing always centers you. So I think that's probably one of the most important advices. And then really trying to understand emotionally who you are, what's your background, the whole story of your upbringing. It's quite complex, you know what I mean? And so it takes as much effort as the physical effort that you put in as an athlete. So
if I'd scripted that for Novak Djokovic, the greatest of all time in tennis, I couldn't have asked him to do it better. Conscious connected breathing, which is about understanding the power of your breath and knowing who you are. So my quest began to discover and find the answer of who am I? And it was, as I said to you earlier on, that it was an unusual way that I first discovered breathing, and that also led me then to discovering who I am. And by that point of being introduced to breathing, and it sounds a bit weird that I was taught how to breathe, I'd been breathing for over 50 years, and I thought, I've got to be pretty good at it. I've got lots of experience. Wow, was I wrong. The first thing that I learned is when you breathe through your nose, it acts as a natural tranquilizer for your nervous system, automatically calming you if you're stressed and anxious. Now, I found this absolutely fascinating. I slowly started to piece together what had happened to me those years before in corporate. And I learned that when you're stressed, it's not the stress that'll kill you. It's how you react to it through your different breathing that will. So hacking your body's breathing system will help you to manipulate your control of your emotional reaction to stress. See, stress is merely an emotional reaction to external circumstances. I've sort of described it before as staying in the eye of the storm that is life. In the eye of the storm, it's calm, it's serene, it's peaceful. The chaos is all around you, and that you can't control. You see, when you're feeling stressed, you breathe poorly. And when you breathe poorly, this increases your stress and anxiety. And if you leave it unchecked, will ultimately lead to burnout. And according to the World Health Organization, over 25% of people who hit burnout end up hospitalized. This is chronic. We really need to pay attention to this. Maybe you haven't. Put in the chats, please. Have you experienced burnout, or perhaps you know somebody who has? Just so others can see that this is real stuff. So if we go back to what the goat spoke about, where he wasn't only talking about conscious breathing, he'd be speaking about knowing who you are. Have you ever felt like that you're living two lives? The life that you're actually living, this stressed up, anxious, overworked, underpaid, unappreciated individual. And then on the other side is this life that you want to live, this freedom where you've got balance and work life and health and prosperity. What is the greatest source of your stress that's causing you to live an unauthentic life? And as Carl Jung said, the persona is the mask we wear to make an impression on others, but it often conceals our true nature. That was me. Without question, that was me. I remember those years in corporate, I was being stretched like an elastic band. On one end was this hope, this person I wanted to be, and the other was the stressed out existence that I was living. And that elastic band was getting stretched further and further and further and further away, until I knew that if I didn't let go to snap back, it was going to be burnout. So I want to share with you 5 quick tips to help you thrive in 2025. And if these interest you, get back to me. I'm running a free masterclass every Thursday for the next 4 weeks at 7 p.m. South Africa time. Number 1, know who you are. Understand your authentic self. Number 2, know your values and your purpose. Not the societal programmed values that are dictated to us by others, but your true values and purpose, which are unique to you, which drive you, inspire you. And then know your inner why. This is the driving thing that gets you out of bed every single morning with excitement and energy. And it was the discovery of my why, my values and my purpose, and aligning them that became my superpower. Number 4, ensure your business, be it a job or your business, your work, is aligned to who you are. For if it isn't, stress. And ask yourself, number 5, in a world of infinite possibilities, what do I get to do today to bring in this abundance, to bring in peace, to bring in wealth, to bring in health, whatever it is you seek into my life? In a world of infinite possibilities, what do I get to do today to bring in abundance into my life? So if you'd like to find out more, join me for my masterclass. There's the QR code. Scan this. Book a seat. It's free. Go to the chats. What is the first solution to hack your body's operating system to relieve your stress and anxiety? Let's have a look. Shut your mouth. Who would have known it was actually that simple and profoundly true, but we're not taught this. So how to breathe and thrive in 2025? It's what you do this month, this week, this day that will lead you towards the success you ultimately want in 2025. And my mission has become to share this message with other like-minded leaders and teams to inspire hope, growth, and fulfillment in a chaotic world and help you stay in the eye of the storm that is life. We can all understand that our daily stress, this chaos, is not going away. But once you learn how to harness the power of your next breath, you'll gain greater clarity in your day. It'll influence how you feel, how you think, and how you react to stressful situations. Now, Mark Twain said 2 most important days. But what if the third most important day of your life is the day that you connect with me? So join me on through my program of 7 steps to help you find and discover that purpose, that fulfillment that you seek. You see, when you control your breath, you control your life. When you control your life, you're controlling your destiny. So I'm going to leave this question with you. What will thriving in 2025 look like with a new approach, a conscious intention for yourself and your consciously attention in your business? My name's Tim. I'm here every Monday at 1 o'clock South Africa time for a lunch and learn where I share something new and inspiring to help you get through the week. Reach out to me. This is the QR code that you're looking for. Scan that, message me, DM me, and I look forward to seeing you soon.